can see this isn't the big one, but I'm going as fast as I can, JoJo. Why am I doing this out of all things? Yeah, I'll just tell you, bring it in. I really love Ado, like really. She's my top artist on Spotify, or one of the top. And I'm her biggest fan throughout the entire county. Wait, no, the state. Wait, no. Scrap that. The continent. And two, there's a great mystery that not even science can answer. This being All Night Radio, Pad Thai version. How can I solve this, you may be asking? What are your credentials? Well, I tell you what, I have a degree from DeVry University, and I took a few math classes back in my day. The video mainly consists of music and lyrics from the hit song, All Night Radio, but there's a twist. There's a subtle hint of a certain Asian-y dish. Now, many normal people might brush this off, find it funny, move on with their lives, but what if you weren't normal? You would know there's a deeper meaning behind this I'll explain to you normal folks. I started off by finding connections between Ado and Pad Thai. The first connection was between Japan and Thailand during WW2, the leader of Thailand being some guy with the initials PP. He was controlled and worked directly alongside the Japanese during the war. Because of this said takeover and a few other factors, Pad Thai was created, and Pad Thai has been used by the government in Bangkok as a bargaining chip a year before Ado was allegedly born, and also the year after 9/11. This is alleged, as we have to take her word for it, and there's no other witness account to her birth that has at least come out yet. But you know who else didn't have a witness, not to their birth, but their death? Masanobu Tsuji, a man who fought in WW2, the Vietnam War prequel, went back to Japan and went missing in Laos in 1961. Using the transitive property, you can cut that out and assume the relationship between them is. Now, going back to the actual music video, as we now establish a connection between them, there's several dishes of Pad Thai shown in. Wait, hold up, zoom in, enhance. You can see that there's VHS blur, grain, noise, meaning this was a rip, or it's kind of like a training tape. After this, the individual ingredients are shown, and when it gets to the chorus, again, Pad Thai shown. Each ingredient representing a country that I will put up on screen right now. Repeat this a few times and you got the whole video. Looking at the lyrics, what do you think it talks about? Radio, running a show, at night, whatever. If it's something else, let's put it up on screen. The first thing I thought about was Tokyo Rose, but there's little to no relationship between that, Ado, Pad Thai, lyrics. But then it hit me, like a mace. Hanoi Hannah. Japan and Thailand directly aided South Vietnam during the war to varying degrees. The phrase is the sound of AA guns. Here's a comparison. This isn't the first example of the message of the song. For a long time, many oppressive regimes, mainly communists, have used and censored the radio and media. Examples being China, the USSR, and Cambodia. Stalin's censorship and mass killings, Mao's initiatives, and Pol Pot's destroying of Western lifestyles. All these regimes and many more were eventually brought down. Stalin died and his reforms were dropped in de-Stalinization. Mao, after he died, his cultural revolution ended, and Pol Pot was driven out by the Vietnamese and died under house arrest. Ado was trying to tell us that the radio we use can change the world for good, both in music and talk shows. But the radio has also been used to change in the worst regimes. Infamously, Norodom Sihanouk went on the radio and told his people to join the Khmer Rouge, who then killed a quarter of the Cambodian population. The Pathet Lao had used the radio to draw people in, and they won in the end, doing all these horrible atrocities. Just as the radio can be used for good, it can also be used for pure evil. But these people, instead of changing their countries, trying to fix problems, and I think I understand them now. If I join them... Going back to what I said earlier, the individual ingredients need to come together to make Pad Thai. You can have these ingredients by themselves, but, have you ever just yeah, you notice that they don't really taste too good. And near the end, I noticed that the Pad Thai was being shown with sparkles. This could mean and show excitement, admiration, expression of love, congratulations, suggest a form of magic and cleanliness. Listening to Ado can bring all these emotions, and so is Pad Thai, especially on a Saturday night. Also happens near the end is, instead of one dish, meaning a bunch of other countries coming together. It's like all of them coming together. The whole slideshow. So instead of one world order, it can be like an organization like the UN, but a little bit better. How many, you ask? They're more better trained, more motivated, better equipment, and just simply more of them. It could be like a coalition, or like PMCs or mercenaries. Kind of sounds bad, but it's run by the one and only Ado. Trump 2024, Biden 2024.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Ado 2024, hell yeah. But why her out of all people? She has little to no controversies. I'll wait about that. She's not old like every other politician I can think off the top of my head. Hillary Clinton, that boot dude, Bernie Sanders. I mean, look at them. She's also a unifying figure. I mean, she brings like everyone together. Women, children, men, old, young people. It don't matter. She brings them all together. And is people simply. She probably isn't a lizard person or an alien. But anyways, what is the true meaning with the evidence I presented to you? Ado is trying to lead a revolution in authoritarian countries. And it all starts with radio and pad thai. Having both is a sign that your country is doing good. Look at the States, Japan, EU, and all these other countries. Those countries have pad thai, radios that aren't heavily censored, and Ado, the good life. Now compared to a country like Eritrea, North Korea, Turkmenistan, these countries probably don't have pad thai, heavily controlled radios, and most importantly, not human rights violations, but no Ado. These countries, once people have viewed the video enough, will have a strong urge to overthrow their home countries and bring about democracy. My theory is at least maybe 25% of the people watch the video and then the revolution starts. So what are you waiting for? Overthrow a government. They can't stop us all. Anyways, here's some other theories I had. The pad thai lyrics about the radio could symbolize taking credit for something that you didn't do. As reading up on it in research, I've seen that maybe pad thai isn't Thai. It could be Chinese. It also could be a diplomatic crossover to improve relations. I know 2024! I don't know, I just like saying that. And maybe my last one is maybe the strongest one I've had. Strongest theory. Out of those three. I think she likes pad thai, maybe. But that is my reporting from me to you. NP near the Cambodian border.